What a nice day. Really gorgeous out today. I think I might take this car out. It's really nice. Need to drive it. It's a warm day. I'll drive it a little bit later. I'm gonna go get some it's due for oil change, so I think I'll just drive it to the local shop and grab me some Schaefer's. It's about 20 minutes away. Should be good for the car. Open it up a little bit. But other than that, I just have a few cars to finish. Today, what I'm working on is this Mazdaspeed 3. You guys probably always seen it in the channel before. I installed a Cork Sport CTS4 on this car. You can see right there. And the GMF manifold as well too. So today what we're doing is installing full race exhaust manifold. I'll grab it a little bit in the car, but he wants a full race exhaust manifold to get rid of the stock one. So that shouldn't be too bad. She's out of there. I had to take the alternator off because there's a bolt right under the turbo, the manifold bolt right under the turbo. That one is a real pain to get to. And when I did the turbo, I think I got it on too tight, so it was really hard for me to use just one wrench to get it out because there's not enough room for leverage. So I had to remove the alternator, push that out of the way, that way I can have better room to get my hand underneath to reach it. But that was the only one that took longer. And on top of that, I removed the EGR as well too to give me more room to reach for the one behind the turbo as well too. Let's see, yeah, this one right here is right behind the turbo. So, and you need room. If you still have your EGR, you need to move it out of the way to get room to remove that one. I mean, you can if you want to, but it was a lot easier moving the EGR. So this one's right here, and this is what we put it on next. This is a full race exhaust manifold. This thing is pretty nice. The welds on it are a thing of beauty. They're heavy. It's heavy though, like really heavy. But as you can see, like that's a nice welds. Titanium colors. It's pretty nice. Okay, so let me set the camera down and install this one. Also, I got a new, he brought a new gasket, Velcro gasket, I believe. So I've never used it, but I believe it's the same. Okay, so correction, do not get that Velcro gasket. It doesn't line up, it doesn't match. First of all, you can tell right then and there. Just look at the bolt holes on there. There's two here, there's only one there. And there's one here, and there's two up here on the OEM. And there's two on OEM, and just one. And it doesn't line up at all. So do not get it. I believe this is not even for Mazdaspeed. So if you go to any auto parts store looking for exhaust gasket, and they said they have it, don't get it. Just go straight to Mazda, get an OEM gasket. Okay, so the best way to install this, the full race manifold or any like aftermarket manifold on the Speed 3, there's not enough room back here to get the manifold down there. So the easiest way is to remove the passenger side mount. I've already went ahead and took the bolts out. Remove the passenger side mount, but make sure you support the engine from below with a jack and a plank on the oil pan. So don't just put the jack on the oil pan. Just make sure you have like a plank or some wooden 2x4 on top of that. That way you don't destroy your oil pan. But once you do that, once you get the passenger side mounts out of there, you can slowly drop the engine down, and what it'll do, it'll move the engine forward, which will give you enough room back here to pass the manifold right over here into it. if you don't do that, you're gonna struggle and it's a pain and you won't be able to get it in there. So the best way, if you wanna do it, just get the passenger side mount off completely. That way you can drop the engine below down a little bit, which will also move it forward and you will have enough room. Right now I have enough room to get the manifold through there and put it back on. So she's in and everything is buttoned right up. And yeah, she looks good in there. It's just a pain to get it in there. But yep, everything is back into it. I'm not going to fire it up today. I'll fire it up tomorrow because it's late and this car is really, really loud. The cold start on this car is, it's outrageous. So I'm not going to disturb my neighbors. So I'll wait till tomorrow and fired it up. I went ahead and bled the clutch. He was having some clutch issue where the pedal was getting stuck. I believe it was a slave. So I swapped it out, re-bled it like 3 times, and it seems to be fine. So we're gonna try start the car and make sure it goes in the gear without any issues. And also see how the exhaust is sounding, and hopefully there's no leak on the exhaust. Let's go. All right, this thing is pretty loud. First, no grinding, goes forward, reverse, perfect. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, no issue. I think we should be good. The pedal is not sticking anymore, so it's moving just fine now. All right, so just went on a test drive, came back, and everything is working smooth. Clutch is fine. It's not sticky anymore. It released it just like it should, and it's not getting stuck down there any longer. It was making this weird noise where when it first brought it in and you pushed in the clutch, it'll release, but if almost like something is like it's getting caught up in something, so it makes a weird grinding noise at the same time. So my first initial thought was might be the clutch bearing. It might be getting hang on the clutch bearing because I was pressing down on the clutch and you can see the slave cylinder moving just like normal. It was making that noise, but it was still moving normally. So I didn't think it was the slave. So, but I went ahead and replaced the slave just to eliminate that first before I dig in through it, and it seems to be the issue. So replaced with a different one and it's working just fine. It released normally, it comes back and forth. Bled the clutch, is now firm, and drove around with no issues, no grinding whatsoever. So I think we're good for this car, and I will end it on this note. So thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoying the content, and I'll do my best to keep bringing you some more. So thank you.